Oh, hi! This is the Hiking for Health California update for October 1st. First thing I want to do um, is give my condolences and respects to the families of the victims of the horrific incident um, in Las Vegas. I'm recording this on, even though this is the October 1st update, I'm recording this on October 2nd on Monday. Yesterday, for those of you not up on the news or somehow in the future watching this and don't realize it, but yesterday there was a horrible incident in which a apparently lone gunman from a hotel room rained many shots down on a large crowd in a concert in Vegas. And as of this morning, the death toll is about 50 people, with others wounded in the hospital. And so that's just horrific. And even the gunman's family is completely baffled by his motives. Apparently, he has no record, he has no political leanings. So how this came out of the blue, nobody knows, but there it is. So my respects and condolences to the families who lost friends and loved ones in that absolutely horrible situation. Moving on to the purpose of the update for October 1st. I gotta tell you, I'm starting to think I'm cursed. It's the curse of the 270. As you know, last week I weighed in at 270 completely even, and that was actually 0.3 above what I had weighed in before. So kind of a plateau, technically a gain because it's within the scale's margin of error. Okay, this time we're not within the margin of error. I am now at 270.5. That's a gain. I'm calling it a gain. And I got to tell you why it's frustrating. Because, and I'm going to put it up on the screen when I edit. Look at this. What you're looking at there is the app that I use gives me what calories, and it tracks, how much calories that I use. So that dark line at the top is the calorie limit I'm supposed to get per day. And as you can see, all this last week, I never got near that line. In fact, you can see there's 2 days there that go way down below into the negatives, and that's where I hiked 10-mile hikes. And so that adds, available calories for the day, which I never touch. I don't go for those available calories. I'm trying to lose weight, and so therefore the calories I gain on exercise I don't use at the end of the day. It gives me 2,000, I think it's 2,050 calories for the day. And if I hike a certain amount, it gives me an additional 1,300. That doesn't mean I eat 3,000 calories. I just don't. I let those ride, so to speak. So you can see from that graphic right there, I'm definitely doing the calorie counting, and I'm definitely easily coming in every day under the line, not even coming close to the line. And I'm doing exercise. Like I said, last week, 20 miles worth of hiking done for the week. And in between the hiking days, I've been doing that workout regime that I told you about. So, you guys, I don't know. Like I said, it's the curse of the 270. I cannot pull away from 270. I'm stuck there, and I'm dancing around it. Now I'm at 270.5. And I'm usually within like half a pound. I lost 260 to 269.5 or so-ish around there. 269.7 I think I got to. And then backed up again to 270. So I am struggling pulling away from 270, and I do not know why. I have to figure this out, because it's definitely not because I'm sitting around. I'm not eating too much. You can see from the calorie graphics. I am eating the right amount of food that, according to the app, I'm supposed to be eating. And I'm feeling right. That's the thing I want to talk about right there is the data I am receiving electronically and how I feel. And I've been feeling physically pretty good. I get hungry at the right times, and then I eat, the right amount of food, the right portions, and within the right calories. And I'm watching the kinds of things I eat, because I have to cut down on my carbs, and I have to, watch my salt intake and stuff like that. And so I'm trying to be careful about what I eat, not just how much I eat. And I'm actually feeling good about that. You know, I wake up in the mornings now. I never used to be a morning person, but now I'm waking up because I take my son to school, and I'm waking up in the mornings with no problems. I'm feeling decent. I have my little protein thing for breakfast, and that usually tides me over just fine until about 11 o'clock. I'm getting up, 6-ish or so, 6:30. So that, I have that right away. That tides me over until about 11 o'clock. And then I have like a lunch, and I keep everything in line there. And man, but like I said, the data says I'm back on a gain, 270.5. But all the data says I'm eating the right things and I'm going the right direction. But as far as I'm feeling good, and I'm happy about that. So it's kind of this juxtaposed thing. Is another reason why I'm not going to rage quit is, I feel better than I did when I was at 305. I definitely do. I have more energy now that I'm exercising. I get up in the morning and I just have more energy now that I'm exercising and things like that. I just feel better than I did when I was at 305. And I want to lose more because I just need to get myself in that kind of shape. So I'm still going to work on it. No rage quitting here. But I am absolutely baffled why I am at 270 and cannot pull away from it. And how I gained half a pound, because it's not a giant gain. So another thing, it's not something to be having a fit over it. That's not a huge gain. But it's still a gain. And how the heck did I gain? When you saw the graphic, I'm way under my calories and I'm freaking walking 20 miles. And yesterday, I did a 5K with my son. Is that freaking awesome or what? We went down to Modesto because my son, for those of you who don't know, he's a cross-country runner. He really got into sport. He's a freshman in high school. This is his first year. Totally got into the sport. Loves it. He's improving his times all the time. My wife and I are so proud of him. Fantastic. So he was, fired up. And some friends of mine, because it was my former career, I worked for a sheriff's office for 20 years before I retired. They invited me to this Peace Officer Memorial 5K down in the city of Modesto. So we signed up for that. We had a fantastic time. I'd like to say I ran with my son in this 5K, but I did not. My son took off right at the start. We told him to do that. He wanted to run his race. He wanted to see what time he could get for a 5K because in the regular meets as a freshman, he only does 2 miles. So a 5K is 3.2. Like the varsity runs, he wanted to see how he did. So when they said go, he was off like a shot, and I never saw him again until I reached the finish line, crying, watered up in a ball. No, I'm just kidding. But he did it in like 31 minutes. It took me 48. So by the time he was crossing the finish line, I was about halfway done. But we had a good time. It was really awesome. And I was able to do that because I have lost the weight. I was not able to run the whole 5K. There was no way I couldn't even run the entire first mile. But I did run in increments. I ran, I think the first mile I did in like 12 minutes, which for me is incredible running-wise. I know as far as any kind of competition, there's nothing there. But for me, that's pretty darn good. And then the following minutes, I was slowing down and doing a lot more walking. But I was walking fast because I've been doing that. And so just the fact that I was able to do it shows that I've gotten myself in better shape. And I hope there's more of those with the family coming up. So that's the thing, is the data I'm receiving is, man, something's not working. You gained 5 pounds. But the feeling I'm getting is you're doing a good job. You're feeling good. You have more energy. You're doing things that you weren't doing before and things like that, like running 5Ks and stuff. So I've got these two things, and that's the feeling, though, is one of the things that's keeping me from quitting. I'm going to keep working on it. I'm going to keep going after those weight loss things and all that kind of stuff. So there we go. To recap that other stuff that's going on, I got a Boy Scout 20 miler coming up soon. So this week will be more longer hikes. I think tomorrow I'm going to try and get out and do a semi-medium one, 5-6 miles. And then Thursday I'm going to push another 10 or more mile hike. See if I can get to maybe 15 or close to 15 on Thursday, because we're getting close to that where I'm going to have to do a 20 with the Boy Scouts. So there we go. That's what we're talking about. thank you so much, as always, for watching these goofy updates. And I hope nobody out there is too disappointed that I keep slipping with this weight thing, because I'm telling you what, it's not for lack of trying. I really am trying to lose that weight. I do not know what's going on. I'm exercising. Every day I'm exercising. If I'm not out walking, I'm doing those exercises and stuff that I do. So every day I have some kind of a workout, whether it's a hike or exercise thing, and watching my food, and I still gained half a pound. What is going on with that? So I'm going to keep an eye on that situation to see if there's a medical reason. We'll figure it out. I'll get going on something. Maybe my scale's broken. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it is the stuff that I'm eating. I have to figure out a different thing to eat. I'll figure something out and I'll get it done. Promise you, we're still going to work on it. I will see you next week.